Yo,
Word, so we back again, boys. We back again for episode motherfucking 2. For the ones that didn't pop in or the ones that watched the what would it be, a rewatch? I don't even, but appreciate the love and the support for everybody that subscribed first and foremost. Um, this is our second video up, but we're just gonna do a little recap. If you missed one, you could go check it out on the live streams that we did. You could check it out in the videos. I posted the video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Leave your opinions, leave, comments on what you want us to touch on. Excuse me, it doesn't matter. Positive, negative, we take all feedback. Much love from the community. And, we talked a little about what video game does for mental health, what it does, helping keep people out the streets. We talked a little about retro gaming. So if that's something y'all interested in, y'all should go check that out. This episode, we gonna just expand on some things, Fifth brought up, talking about video game series. So we're gonna get in a little bit into that. Um, and let me see what else other segments we have. Talk about the friendships, actually, right? The relationships that we built off of the video games. Seeing how I met both these motherfuckers off video games.
why I gotta be all that though?
Shit, cause
You was having a day.
cause you a motherfucker.
Type
Try
shit,
to tell
type
you.
shit, type
But
shit.
hold on, cause that's the wrong chat. But anyways, I think we had a good episode. I think we had a good first episode. We got the jitters out the way. It was something to expand on. There's things that we learned from. And that's good, man. I believe there's much work to do on this stuff. We getting used to this. I'm learning the OBS. This is a little challenging. I ain't never did no shit like that, but you know, um, here we are. So, Fifth, you want to lead it off with talking about the games that you feel are, earn the right to be
First
one of the
game,
best, like that you believe. What is it? That have like the best continuations, the best series. Like what games are in your mind for holding that throne to be like, damn, they did great. And then what's the best version of their series, right? Like what was the best one where they peaked at?
God of War got it. That's my first game right now.
Mm.
Um, the best one to me was God of War 3.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
Now
think
that
I
was on
started at
that
like
was that
4.
on PS3?
I think so. I think it was maybe P2 going. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too sure. It's been a long time.
Was it P3?
2010? Yeah, it might have been, right? Was
I
that
think that
P3?
was, yeah, that was around P3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was, yeah. P3.
The P2 was still like 05 and '08.
Damn. Yeah, oh, I forgot. They have a remaster because I got that shit. It's on the greatest hits, PlayStation's hits. Yeah, I could attest to that though. God of War, man, they had some fire shit, man. I think that was a series that touched on a lot of bases, man, of just like brutal combat and just like, man, you're fighting fucking gods, bro. Like what the fuck? And he's obviously, is he a demigod? What is he?
I believe so.
But yeah, just I think,
That's a PlayStation exclusive.
yeah, we on
You gotta act
Xbox,
PlayStation
man.
God that one. Hold on.
We the Xbox guys. We know.
Yeah, I'm by myself over here, fellas.
Yeah. Nah, but I fuck with PlayStation
Nah,
though.
I was a 360 head. That was the last. You know what I'm
That,
saying?
that's 360 was, even in retro, like
Uh,
360 was that was to me 360 was the best. Besides that, and like PS2 and then 360 were the best consoles I think to ever exist, right? I think
Nah, P3 got the P3 in there. They
I'm
had the free online.
I get it, bro. That's the
That was the
poverty
one that had the
station.
turbine, right?
That don't
that's the
matter
That was
that's
definitely
that
the one that had
poverty
the
station,
turbine.
man. That shit said when you fucking turn that bitch on, that shit sound like an elevator
Sound like it was about
shifting.
to fly, nigga.
It sound like you
hey,
about to take
hey.
off. But now that, I to me, so you threw God of War in there. I'm gonna have to go, a series that I think will forever. They fumbling right now, but I'm gonna just go Halo. That's to me, and I think the best one is 3. Obviously, I think Halo 3, and that was that was peak
Yeah,
first
yeah,
person shooter,
yeah.
man. Like that was peak
Is that
competitiveness.
ODS?
Halo 3.
Nah,
Halo
Halo
3 made
3.
me
Halo 3
cry.
was just regular Halo
Just
3.
Halo 3, right? Okay.
Yeah, that was just
Mhm.
regular base Halo 3.
That was
And
when they fucking brought the co-op with Arbiter and
yeah, but
Chief.
no, that wasn't that 2? Didn't they bring him in 2 though? Or did you
I
play
don't
as him in the
recall.
solo mission
You played at him in a solo mission, but they finally met up, I believe,
in 3?
in 3, if I'm right.
It might have
It's
been
been so
3. Yeah,
long.
because I'm pretty
I
sure
know
even when
3
you
made me
play,
cry.
yeah, when you play the cooperative version,
On dogs, I'll tell you the story,
nah,
nigga.
it did,
I
bro.
can't, bro. I'm trying to tell you, I came home. I didn't have a 360 at the time. Halo 3 had dropped. I was watching all them trailers that was popping up, the fire ones. I'm talking about the ones that was like almost look live action. Watching those
Mhm.
all day, every day. My pops' boy G had came to my crib with the 360 because he had it at the time. My pops ain't tell me. I just come home from school, whoop de whoop whoop. I go into the living room. I look, 360 set up with Halo 3 playing in the background on the big TV. I'm talking about TV with the fat butt, like the old school TV. Like,
Shit, I know what you talking about.
you feel me? Like, I looked at this shit. I was like, nah, this is a joke. I started bawling on dogs. I started crying.
That
Like,
shit.
what? Halo 3, I've been dying to play this. What? On the 360, I still had the regular Xbox at the time. The you know, the original,
That fat
the all
ass
black
console.
zone.
That
Man, I still had a Blue School sticker on it. I think I got it in one storage somewhere.
bro, that
My
that
dog, I got a Blue School sticker on it.
that console was so fire because you literally, for one, it like I didn't know till like probably the end of its life cycle that shit had like a music thing on it, bro. Like you could burn discs of music in that shit
Yeah, I used to
and
do that
have
shit all the time.
dog. I didn't know. I really didn't know that, and to me, that's why
I ain't
that's one of the best consoles too. Like I didn't at first I didn't do it because I ain't had no like music CDs and shit. Like I used to have to get them shits from my cousins or burn them down at their crib. But then when I figured that shit out, I was in there listening to music while I was playing fucking what was it, MLB
Tomb Raider,
Slugfest and shit. That was my shit. That was my
fucking.
favorite baseball game of Slugfest, bro, because you could really punch and fight in that shit. And at the beginning of the game you enter the code, man, and that shit was fire. Look, like this was, let me see, man, if I could, MLB, I don't want to get too much off topic what we talking about, but this game right here was a masterpiece, bro. Like this shit was like, this was peak fucking baseball, bro. Like I don't even, like I don't know, man. It was like this shit was just like, it was fire, bro. It was so simple, but it was just so fire. You could punch people off the bags. But nah, yeah, Halo would be my choice, man. E, what you got, man? What's your choice for a series, man, that you like, that you know, like they didn't kind of fumble too much on it, and they, you know, they continue making them.
Assassin's Creed, most definitely.
Mm, they running deep.
They
When's the
they amazing game, amazing folks behind it. The way they're able to incorporate just the history aspect.
2007? Fuck.
I think Assassin's Creed 3 helped me pass social studies. That was during the colonial piece. We were studying
That was, oh
colonial
yeah, that was
in ninth grade.
yeah,
Shit.
that
What? On dogs. It got me an A. It got
I,
me a
that's
good grade.
that's
I
crazy.
ain't gonna lie. I
But
can't
you know,
even tell you.
you had to blur the reality from the fiction. But yeah, that was amazing series. Amazing series. It's just once they started going to like the bigger world, like Odyssey and all that. Odyssey was I was okay with it. Don't get me
So what
wrong,
was the
but
best one to you?
damn, it'd have to be like threes up there. Black Flag. I was playing Black Flag the other day. I can still rock a Black Flag.
Black Flag was a good one.
So that's my
Even though
favorite.
Unity had so much hate because they ain't get
Unity
that
had
game so much
Unity
love,
had so much potential, but they didn't
it would
capitalize
have
on
been
it. It didn't
stupid. It
capitalize
would
on
have
it.
been
Because
Was that
Black
their
stupid if they
first
did.
online?
That was the first online co-op, but
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
co-op. They always had multiplayer.
Black Flag had multiplayer. The PvP on that was fire. They had a game mode called like Gold Rush or something where you used to have to like steal the enemies, like the other fucking assassins' gold, bro. And like it
Hmm.
was fire, bro. Like that shit was lit. It was lit,
Yeah,
but
no, that's
that was, to
different.
me,
I'm trying to
Assassin's
tell you.
Creed definitely is a top one. I'll throw a sleeper in there, bro. Fucking
What you got?
fuck. Damn. I was just thinking about this shit and I lost my train of thought. Hold on. We got Assassin's Creed. We got God of War.
Crazy how you said Assassin's Creed, 'cause that's second on my list.
Persia.
Yeah.
Prince of Persia did good. I
They
ain't
yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's just the
Hold
new
on.
one. That new one you made me play the other day.
This is a classic.
That was
Serious
chips.
Sam. Y'all ever play Serious Sam?
I think I played that one.
Serious Sam, I don't think I played that.
Whoa.
I don't think so. I don't think
Gotta
so.
remember, you a senior citizen to us, bro. So like,
Yo, I'm
certain
not
games.
gang. That's crazy. Come on. It was like Doom, bro. It was like Doom.
Okay, I played Doom. So
I
you
played-
saying it's like that, then
Yo,
I played
this
Duke
shit-
Nukem. Is it kind of like Duke Nukem?
Yeah, like see it like Serious Sam, which is just monsters. You just blowing shit up, killing shit. Like, but I don't know what the. Let me see if I have to have a better. Like 4 was cool. Like,
Yeah, I
this was-
never played this.
You never play Serious Sam?
It kind of look like Turok.
Yeah,
Oh,
do
no.
in a sense, but it's like Doom in a sense. But they fucking went a whole different route with this one. Like this was but like they're like monsters and shit. You just fucking they're like zombies but it's just like a Doom style game, just straight action. But this was like it was peak. Like this shit was mad fun, bro. The levels got mad hard. Like I don't know, this shit was just I don't know. Like growing up playing this shit, I could play this shit for hours, bro. Like it's just I'm like this was a Serious Sam was tough, bro. I was gonna say Far Cry, which is crazy, but I went Serious Sam. Not gonna lie, man. Serious Sam was tough.
Man, I'll throw a doozy up in there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The whole Resident Evil series. Oh my
Ooh.
god. Oh my god. Operation Raccoon City, I think.
that's the only
4.
motherfucking one I didn't play, bro.
Bro, that one was. It was like
And
a
that was so
4v4. That came out when we was in high school.
Yeah,
Right.
the nigga that game was so fucking hype, bro. I'm like,
Bro,
damn, I
it
ain't get a
was
chance
clean.
to play that shit or nothing.
But all the folks that we was bumming the games with in high school, bro, I was flying back home to play that with them. I ain't gonna lie. I think Josh was playing with me at one point too. I think he
What?
had the shit. Didn't you have the shit?
What?
Raccoon City?
Nah, I didn't play that with you.
Oh,
I think we put
man.
we might have played 5 though. I ain't gonna lie, but I 5 to me 5 was the best one. I like to me 5 was the best one, but Resident Evil
5 was when it
is
was in like
in Africa, bro. That co-op was
Africa.
mad fun,
Yeah.
bro. 4 and
Yeah.
5 are the best ones to me, bro. 6 went Hollywood, and I wasn't mad at Village or Biohazard. To me, that was like a whole different experience, but it was fire. You
It
didn't
was
really
too
like
much
them?
for me. It was too much jump scares for me. I don't do them shits. I like Dead Space. Don't get me wrong. Dead
Nah,
Space is an
Yo,
amazing
was
game.
not
Yo,
it for me.
Fifth. Me and him was
That space
playing
was
Village
not it
together,
for me.
Fifth. Me and him was playing Village together, bro. And that shit was funny because he was like playing, like, yo, that,
And I play that shit on blast. I had that shit
yo.
my room
And
dark. Like,
you know we stay with the good headphones. You know we ain't out here on no bullshit when it come to gaming. But man, that shit, bro.
you could damn near hear dude breathing before he run down on you. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. That's too much. It's too much for me. My heart's
Duh.
in my ass.
But man, there's so many fire series though that we come across, man. Like, obviously like Need for Speed, right? To me, that was one of the best racing shits that we've ever played, right? Like Fifth, you saying that earlier when we was talking about before we started
Midnight
the
Club
cast.
could fight them.
But yeah,
Midnight.
they can, but they don't have the
run.
they don't have the
They didn't.
bundle like Need for Speed do, bro.
No funny
And
shit.
Need for
They don't
Speed
got the
started
pocket.
yeah, Need for Speed. No, they do. That's Rockstar. You didn't
Yeah,
know Midnight Club?
Club's Rockstar.
Yeah, that's Rockstar. You didn't know that?
You about to search it up.
Yo,
Yeah. No
yo,
bullshit. It
yo,
always pop up with
that's-
the thingy, bro.
Yo, that's why I talk shit about when GTA 5 came out and they brought all that customization later on in the game. I said, how the fuck do you do that 6 years later when this, you know what I'm saying? When they brought Benny's out, they
my
have all
God.
these. Why did you not implement the shit you can do in fucking Midnight Club, bro? That's why I said,
Wow.
they know they fucked up with that, and that's why they added that kind of customization later. But I'm pretty sure GTA 6 is gonna have an incredible car
I hope
customization,
so.
bro. Like
I
it's gonna
really hope so.
it's got to, bro. There's no
I
way it
don't
doesn't.
remember that R on there, bro. On
Yeah.
Dogs, I don't remember that R on
Midnight
there.
Club Dub Edition, bro, with the motorcycles, bro. You could what? Man, them bitches, bro. That shit was tough. Even, but like yeah, like Need for Speed though, they started dying out in the late 2000s though, like mid 2000s. They started falling off. Like
After Undercover, it was a wrap.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was the last good one. Good, fun. Play long hours on that game. You could get caught by the boys, running right back. That was the last good one.
Facts. And
No bullshit.
like they just, I don't know, man. These games and shit like that, they just, I'm like, they've always made like, and some of them were quirky, right? Like some of them were kind of like, all right, cool. The beginning of the shit's like the first Lara Crofts, the first Tomb Raiders were dog shit. Like really, you really like look at them, they were like shit, but it was just mad
I
fun,
couldn't
bro.
play them things. My
Them
mother
shits
loved
was
them.
fun. Yeah, I did too, bro. I still love it to this day. But like, I'm glad that they made the jump that they did because that shit is so fire now, bro. But like, even that PlayStation, Uncharted, incredible series. I don't think they flopped on any single game they came out with. I think that's they've been very fortunate to not flop on anything, right? And I
Cool.
think we're seeing that right now too with The Last of Us. But I don't think they're gonna make a Last of Us 3. If they do, I heard they was coming with a PvP, like a standalone game for that. So I'm just, but that even that series, right? Phenomenal. But they just it's an unlimited kind of thing, we could all talk about Call of Duty too, but Call of Duty's wishy washy, right? Like they're just fucking plopping them out. So, you can't,
It used to be like
I didn't even put them in the list.
actual decent war.
I gotta
Yeah, I didn't want to put them in the list. I ain't
I
gonna.
got a sleeper.
chose Battlefield over there.
Yeah,
over
sure.
there.
Battlefield phenomenal. There's only a couple that they flopped with me, but I could say right now too, these are two shits that I'm gonna say that we didn't say was Max Payne, phenomenal series, right? And this is a
Yeah.
game that they only made 2 games, but their games was fire. It's called Condemned, bro. Like
Oh my
Condemned.
god, that's the shit with the eye on the cover.
Yeah, so the dude is
I
like,
had it.
yeah, he's trying to get like it's a police
I think
officer trying to capture a serial killer, bro. Like he like it drugged everybody to make them turn into freaks and shit to like, they just like meth heads or something all fucked up and like like let them out the insane asylum or something, some crazy shit. But it's like a horror police game detective, like it's fire, bro. That game was lit. I actually was about to buy it, but it's only keyboard and mouse, and I don't know how I feel about that. So
the first mission, you're like in the back of like an alley or some shit.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to get out of that. On Dogs. As a kid, I couldn't figure out how to get out of that.
Yo,
There was a couple games like I was stuck on the first level for like months. Like I'm talking about months. Like I just couldn't get it. Like I don't understand it. I would never look it up. But Condemned used to be up there with shit that. There was a game that used to look like this. What's that other game that was in the jail? I think it was on 360, maybe towards the end of original Xbox.
what do you mean?
He was like
It was in
schizophrenic.
jail.
Yeah, he was schizophrenic, I think, in jail. Or something like that.
Damn, why do I feel like I feel like I know what you're talking
You've
about?
played it.
Was there another good shit too, man? That fuck it, damn, I was just thinking of it. Fuck, bro. This is that shit I be talking about. It's that old shit, bro.
Man,
At least you admitted. He admitted on camera, fellas. He admitted on camera, fellas.
Nah, I'm only 29.
Yeah.
Yo, come on, bro. But I'm not old, bro. Fuck, what's the name of this shit, bro? Women hit by a train? Oh hell no. Sorry, Citizens app.
come on, bro.
Fucking damn, what the fuck, bro?
Well, help me out. I can help you out. Can you
I
describe
can't.
the game a little bit more,
Nah,
sir?
I ain't gonna lie. That bitch is gone. That bitch is gone. But Mafia was a good series. Godfather. They just didn't make enough of Godfathers, but Mafia was fire. They started falling off, but I don't know, man. But
Shit, Spider-Man.
oh, that was a good. Fuck yeah, hell yeah. Old school Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 was gas.
Yeah.
Not the new one.
Spider-Man
The old
2.
one. Old one was fire. I liked obviously the new ones are the best ones, but
Did
the
y'all
old ones
play
weren't
Web of
fire.
Shadow?
What?
Webs of Shadow.
Spider-Man
that's
Webs
the,
of
Webs of Shadow. Yeah.
That's the one where they had the Venom characters, right?
Yeah, and Wolverine and shit.
That was my
That,
favorite one.
yeah. I
'Cause
thought that was
I fucked with all the
360.
Venom stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Do I got Venom? I don't got no Venom on
Nah, I didn't play
wall.
this shit at all. Oh, he ran into Luke
I had to
Cage.
grab the pop.
I did not
Yeah,
play this
Yeah.
one,
he
bro.
runs into a few people in that shit.
In New York, well,
They
yeah,
had a
because they in
lot
New
of
York too.
cameos in there. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't play this one, bro.
That one was like they put some love into that one.
I'm like watching. I ain't never played this shit, yo.
Yeah.
That Wolverine game was tough though.
The one Origins.
Yeah, where he was mad brutal
Yeah,
and shit. That shit was
yeah,
fire.
yeah. That was true to the movies. That was my
I was too
that was
poor. I couldn't afford that one. I'm sorry, guys.
He sounds-
GameStop didn't allow me to trade up enough.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I remember like before, like when my mom didn't want to let me buy games, bro, or something like that, and you know, out here getting whatever we was doing, but we used to really have like people like fiends come to the mall with us, bro, to buy to go in there and buy games, bro. Like imagine you see like 12 and 13-year-olds walking through the mall with fiends, bro, just to go get you a game.
Like them kids
Shit,
might be at home.
it would have died with your uncle.
Yeah, my uncle's some random fucking black dude. I had no fucking white dude. Like, and fucking
Man,
wasn't trusting no white person. Even though I'm fucking white, I just wasn't trusting nobody that was like, you know, to pop up and be like,
I figured it out.
what's the
The
game?
game was called The Stuffer in.
PS2? Oh, I seen this, never played it though.
I played The Suffering Ties That Bind. That's what I played. I
Bro,
didn't
this
play
shit
the
looks
first Suffering.
crazy.
I had this shit on Xbox. This game was stupid. Like this game was a part of my like manhunt like group of games. Like
Manhunt was a sick game, but it was a phenomenal game.
I could put this game in there with that group of them because it was just like it was crazy, bro. Like it was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. The game was crazy. Yep, that's definitely the clip too. I remember. I used to kill this game. Oh my god.
Yeah, nah, but this shit look crazy though. Like, what the fuck?
You really never played this?
Nah, it looks ill though.
Bro, I'm telling you, I
Yeah, I
wish I
didn't
had like
I'm not gonna lie, it was so like I had a run too, and I want to say like I didn't start playing
look
like
when he
real.
changes. Like, come on.
Yeah, I didn't start playing real violent games, no funny shit, until like my mom felt comfortable, bro. Like I used to have to go sneak to play Grand Theft Auto and shit like that. Like,
Bro, I could
but
play every game but Grand Theft Auto. That's what killed me.
that
Like,
didn't make no sense. I only
my
could play
dude,
when
you
it came to
tripping
up
out.
and guns and shit and playing with guns. I literally could only play that shit if it was a military game, bro. Like dead ass. If it had a military, and then she started like, all right, cool, you could play it, like you know what I'm saying, because she knew I wasn't about to be a school Uda, so like, you know,
Yo,
Man,
you gotta chill out.
so like or
man.
like being that mental health shit, like I you know, but then I really only play sports games, call games, military games growing up, dead ass. Like that's why I'm like in superhero shit. Everybody, bro, what? But like dead ass. But this
Marvel
shit look
Ultimate
crazy.
Alliance. That's another one.
I
Oh
wish they
my
would do that
god.
over, bro. I miss Marvel Ultimate Alliance, bro.
Oh my
They
god.
Ultimate Alliance was, man.
it's fun as fuck,
I still
bro.
got the one for P2 right here.
Crazy.
Oh
Oh,
god.
got it.
Like
Oh,
what is
got
that
it.
shit he's shooting, bro? What is that? Like that mutant look crazy.
I'm telling you, bro,
Ultimate
that game
Alliance
was
was another
Nah,
stupid,
one.
but
bro.
yeah, like now that shit, you know, I'm like thought I just heard somebody. But yeah, nah,
There you
I'm like,
go.
nah, bro, chill. I don't know, man. You just like these games that have so many series, bro. But it's sad to see that you got all these games that come out and they have these crazy ass like runs, bro, and then they just fucking hit a flop or something or hit a wall. And that as we talked on yesterday, right? About the microtransactions. That's what is stemming to the downfall on a lot of these games. It's money first. Like it's not about, you know, the shit that they have to offer. It's not about nothing. They don't care about anybody that really plays these games like to you know what I'm saying? Like to really get away from what they're dealing with or anything. Like they don't the worlds don't feel immersive no more, right? Like you don't feel like you're the character. and I think that is a
Like,
big downfall,
too
bro.
much.
Like I think that's a downfall. Like we could play a game for a couple hours, and I don't think it's because we getting up and living lives and shit like that. Like we don't even feel like it's not pulling us in. Like yo, come play like the old games used to. Like we, even if and we went outside when we was kids. I was outside all the time. I chilling in the
Definitely
hood every
outside
day.
kid.
So it's like when I got home and I got to play the game, like I was locked in unless I had to eat dinner. I'm going right back on that bitch straight with Call of Duty, Halo. I'm on it. Like, Ma, I'm about to eat. Like, nah, we going to play this shit. And it don't even make you feel like that, bro. I was excited for Assassin's Creed, and then that shit just like, I ain't gonna lie, that shit faded away like a pimple. Like, I was just, what the fuck? I don't want to play
Man,
this shit, bro.
I've I've had Assassin's Creed that I've like wanted to finish. Like it had me happy as hell for like a day or two, and then it'd be like,
I'm not gonna lie. The only one I finished is when we was game sharing and I played Mirage, bro. That was because it wasn't like OD like cinematic. It was like I could just play the fucking game, bro. Like I didn't have to, like you know what I mean. Like I didn't sit through a 40-second dialogue of a monologue of conversation, bro. That I'm gonna fucking forget. Like
mm,
I'm like, but I don't know, man. I don't know, but like we're gonna go into the next segment with this. But this is crazy that all these games are still like some of them, right? Like Need for Speed still making games. You got obviously, Halo still making some. You got what else did we touch on? God of War still going strong, and that
Mass
shit's.
Effect need another hub.
Oh boy, why didn't we talk about that? They
Mass
So
fucking
Effect
what?
need another hub.
boy, that shit fucking hurt
They
my
need a
feelings,
hub.
bro. That hurt my feelings. EA, you listening?
What need what? What y'all talking about?
Mass Effect, my boy.
Mass
Mass
Oh
Effect.
yeah,
Effect.
Wake the
that's
fuck
that,
up.
that's crazy. That's crazy. That's last on my list.
Mass
Mass
Effect is
Effect.
Mass Effect is tough. Three was the best. Andromeda wasn't dirt. Like it wasn't dirt. It was
I was
solid, but
hearing
they
you.
fumbled the multiplayer. They fumbled the multiplayer. The story to it was good, but they fumbled the multiplayer. But
It's crazy. I got into Mass Effect kind of late. Like I wasn't a fan of it until I seen my cousin playing it. And then I grabbed the sticks and I'm like, all right, I could get into it. It's all right. And then they
nah, for
dropped another
sure.
one. I'm like,
Sure. Nah, for
okay.
sure. Another
I
one too
definitely
that
got into it late.
a game too that was fire too was the old Alien versus Predator that was on 360. Incredible
Yes.
game. Incredible game.
I,
Incredible
I
game.
was nut.
I haven't played
I
that.
think when you're a human
Yeah, it
and
was
you're
hard as fuck.
in
It
the
was hard as
lab,
fuck, bro. It was hard as fuck to
it's
kill him,
hard as
bro.
fuck.
Hard as fuck.
Bro, he in the dark too.
Like,
So like nigga, you gotta move your flashlight on your gun
mm-hmm.
to move to see the motherfucker. And
Yeah,
that motherfucker will pop out.
yeah, that shit, bro. That
Yeah,
that
nigga.
that was a good one, but
That was a good one.
Side note, I didn't know Dead to Rights went all the way to like a fucking, basically like a fifth
game?
installment.
Where?
Yeah.
What
I
game?
didn't know that neither.
What?
Not necessarily a fifth installment. I think they've remastered it like 2 years later. I don't know. But it showed like 5 releases in the Dead to Rights. They released it in 02, 04, Dead to Rights 2, and 05. I never even played that. Like I thought it was only Dead to Rights 1. And then there's Reckoning and Retribution. Their last installment was 2010.
I didn't even know that, bro. And we talked about SOCOM yesterday. That was a wonderful series. They just died off. Medal of Honor was a great series. They died off. Um,
Another
The
thing
last
is like my fault, not to cut everybody off.
no, you
Another
good.
thing is I feel like it's just kind of like not off topic, but like kind of off topic a little bit. I feel like back then there used to be like more knockoff companies
I feel
in
like I
the
know what
sense
you mean.
of like the the Dead to Rights. So I feel like Dead to Rights was trying to take on Max Payne. Was it
Hmm.
not?
I don't know who made Dead to Rights.
Dead to Rights was made by Namco.
Hmm.
Namco.
For real?
Yeah. It was a good
Damn.
fucking Namco game. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Oh.
That first one.
What other Namco games? Oh, they did. Max Payne did make them. Unless
Max
no
Payne
did
made
it? No, Rockstar. No, I was looking at they
I was about
did.
to say.
You know who might have bought them? Cause somebody might have bought them out.
Bought out
Who?
Namco?
Yeah, for sure. Namco, the parent of it is Namco Bandai.
Yeah, but the main piece I was trying to get off with that little spiel was that I feel like back then there used to be like more competition because there was so many knockoff games that could imitate what that main game was doing and just adding them missing points.
Yeah, that dog shit though in that fucking game was incredible, bro. I thought like being able to control the dog and shit like that, and that added a whole different gameplay feel to the game. Like it was the same shit with like another series that I remember, True Crime. That was the one I was gonna bring up. True Crime. I wish they made
Yeah.
more of those. They stopped, but True Crime was
Yeah, two,
gas,
right?
bro. Yeah, True Crime
Yeah,
straight to
LA and
L.A.
New
and New
York.
York. Yeah,
Yep.
Mm.
and that shit was tough, bro. Fire. Like that shit was you know like that shit was different, but. I don't know, man. It says a lot when we come into these things. But a lot of these like old school gaming thing companies too that I be realizing too, like you just brought up, like they got bought by major companies, right? Like EA bought a bunch of shit. Rockstar was
Mhm.
buying out mad shit because Rockstar wasn't even the ones that invented a lot of shit. They went and fucking partnered with smaller places and then just bought them out. Like,
Bought them out.
like I'm like, nah,
Knew
y'all
what they
Yeah.
come.
was doing.
Things like hitting them with the Duke shit. Y'all come work for us, dog. we the big dogs. We about to take y'all little homies to the promised land real quick and start making it.
EA Big had some good games too.
EA fumbled bad, bro. They started like I don't know what they started doing, bro. But they
We ain't
man,
talking about EA. We talking about EA Big. Like that was like the different genre. Like that was different. That's where all the streets, SSX, snowboarding. What else? What else they had over there, bro? They all the streets game. FIFA and shit. I'm not. They were down here.
yeah, they just I don't know, bro. They trying to look at some old school shits, bro. But even the old school shits though, they just updated in 20. Like they fell off, man. They went through some shit, bro. EA, they like who we got here, bro. Obviously, we all know the battle for Command and Conquer is cool too. That's one of the cool things. Crisis, phenomenal series. We didn't even fucking talk about Crisis, bro.
Oh my
Jesus,
god.
Jesus, bro.
I
There's
had
so many
Crisis.
games, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of Dragon Age was good too. That was a good little, but Plants vs Zombies cool.
I still feel like RuneScape could make a comeback in this day and age.
I ain't
I'm
gonna
just,
lie, bro.
I'm
Shut
just
the
say
fuck
that.
up, bro. Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
just say that. I'm gonna just say it.
I ain't gonna lie. You gotta walk, gang. Take a walk. That shit's crazy. Bro said, "What the fuck?" Like hell nah.
Take a walk, folks.
But nah. So we gonna speak on with our dog Bam, man. Bam spoke about how friendships are formed, man, about how male bonds don't matter if you meet a female on here, because there's mad people that fall in love with women on the game and shit too, and meet them in real life. But like your homies, man, like you really meet some solid ass people on video games, man. Shout out to my dog Tay. I met him in 2016, I think the end of 2016. Or right? Wait, when 2K come out, it'd be 2016, but it's really 2017, right? That's how it do it, right?
Your
No.
age
Like,
is
yeah,
showing
yeah.
again.
Not yet, because 2K25 is out. So when 2K come out in September, it's 26.
26, but
Yeah,
it's
but it's still
25 though.
25 still. All right, yeah. All right, cool. All right. How my age showing? I'm just trying to like, bro,
Yo,
don't give
bro.
me
Calm
don't
down,
I'm
Jamal. Don't
trying
bring out the
to
nine.
But nah,
Shit.
like so yeah, I met him in 2016, bro, and that's my dog, man. I'm locked in with him for life. But like now you really meet some solid ass people on his video game shit that, you know, shit real. You really build a brotherhood with people, man, and fuck E, but that's my dog. Fuck Fifth, but that's my dog.
Boy, I
But
tolerate you.
nah, that's yeah, for sure. You know,
I be bringing you around because who said y'all don't be outside?
So shit, y'all try to come at me today because I was outside.
Yeah, because who the
Talking
I
fuck
was
about
said
who
you could
gave
outside
be
me
too.
outside?
talking about who gave me permission. I'm a grown ass man. I could be
Did you
outside,
see the permission slip, bro? Fifth, did you see the
bro.
permission slip?
Man, fuck that,
Nah.
yo. But I just fuck all that. I ain't need
I
one,
ain't see it
bro.
in my facts or my
Man,
emails.
I'm outside. It's summertime. I'm feeling good. I'm healthy. I'm outside. You know,
These are thought.
I'm trying.
These are
Say
thought.
less.
Say
Say
less.
less.
Kiss you on your
Oh,
mouth. Say less.
Like, buddy.
yeah.
But nah, but you know what I'm saying? You really meet some solid, people. Shout out to everybody else that I met on this bitch. I ain't shouting everybody out, but yeah, shout out, to the ones that I did meet, and I'm cool with to this
I
day,
got
man.
5
Like
fingers.
you really, he said 5 fingers, bitch. I got fucking 10.
My fault. My fault. My fault.
But you missing some toes, but we didn't go talk about that. But nah, for sure though, like like this shit, you really build some friendships though, like and whether the arguments, because we all bump heads and shit, but it's shit real. I think that's a big importance of video games, right? Is the bond you build, the people you come across. It don't matter if they fucking in a whole nother state, but they really be solid people on this bitch that you can rock with. So I don't know how y'all feel about that, or like what type of friends y'all met on through this bitch. I know y'all went to school together and shit, and sat on the short bus, but I'm just
Bro, bus is
I know y'all
crazy.
met some cool homies out this shit besides me.
I,
Shout out to
I
me.
can't argue with nobody that was getting out of a van. All right, through the back. But you feel
Through the
me?
back is
Like
crazy.
I ain't
the back.
gonna lie, what the fuck was I in a wheelchair or something? Like,
Shit, I don't know what you was doing.
yo, why you turning around, bro? What the fuck? Like, nah. What you mean? You telling me they was pulling me out the back of that shit is crazy, bro. Like,
It
bro,
was like
Fifth,
this.
he
Like,
said
you
this.
ready? Let's go.
Shoot,
Walk
I
that.
heard they had to help you use the bathroom sometimes.
Get the fuck out of here. I ain't gonna lie. I was one of them kids, bro. I was one of them kids that if somebody stood next to me in the urinal, bro, I pulled my whole shit down. Get away from me. Get away from me, gang. Ass all out. Ass all out. Don't stand near me. Don't
You
stand
one of
near
them
me.
weird
Don't
niggas.
stand near me, bro.
This
Cause,
nigga is worse than a
yo,
skunk,
cause
bro.
what the
He's worse than a
gang,
skunk.
cause gang, what the fuck? If there's 6 other like urinals, why do you choose the one that's next to me? Bro code, man code, you always split one in between another man, bro.
No,
You
you're
wait.
right, but what if he wasn't taught
I don't
that?
give a fuck about that. Get away from me now. My ass is out. Now you're gonna get uncomfortable, bro. You're gonna be uncomfortable. You're gonna
Me
see
as a
these.
kid growing up,
You're gonna see this little 8-year-old white ass cheeks pissing. Get out of here.
Yo, I'm fucking
Like,
crying,
like
bro.
I
me
was a
as a
bro. I
child,
was.
I would just accustom that to like he learned that from somebody. He
I
had
learned,
to learn
bro.
that from
I don't know where he got that shit from.
he had to learn that from somebody. You
Ah,
learned that shit.
He was raised in the hood.
man, shit. Fuck. Like I'm bad, bro. I'm bad, man. I just fuck it. But
You one
nah,
of
that
them
shit.
weird motherfuckers.
Side note. All right,
Yeah.
hold on. Going back to the offensive games or the more vulgar games or whatever the case that you want to call it. Manhunt being up there. Manhunt's top tier. Can't nobody fucking beat Manhunt right now. Like Manhunt's banned in like certain countries now. Like you can't get Manhunt if you're in a certain country. This shit's sick. And I don't even think they sell like copies of it no more. Like you can't go find like a key to it. But needless to say, the game that was there before that for Xbox, I feel like was Conquer. Did you play Conquer?
Conquer.
Conquer Reloaded? You never played that? Conquer Reloaded was the most like parody, like hornball, like it was just so much shit going on in that game, but it was aight. Like they had some shit like remember the blue dudes? How they had their like little setup. Let me see. Blue Man Group. It was a Rogue one or something.
I'm about to look, bro.
Rogue Trooper. That's what it was. They had like a system
Conquer,
like Rogue
the
Trooper.
rat, the little
Yeah, Conquer
Oh
Reloaded.
yeah, the skunk. Yeah, I played this shit. I'm thinking you're talking about like Conquer, like I conquer the world. I'm an idiot, bro. That was a real slow moment, but yeah, I played this bitch.
But when I tell you it's a
What you mean?
You my friend. You my friend.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
Conquer is fucking lit.
yeah, for sure.
Why you do that?
Why you do that? That boy there.
Oh, bro.
But nah, they
No.
had like a system kind of like Rogue Trooper or Rogue One, whatever the case
I
it
know
may
what you're
be.
talking about.
Fucking where you would like medic or light machine gunner or like
Mm-hmm.
sniper, assault trooper. But it was cool. Like it was a whole lot of shit talking in that game. Like they talked a lot of shit. I think this is one of the games that accustomed like to my shit talking growing up. Cause bro, they used to just talk crazy. Like that was shit.
That's crazy, bro. She big
That
ass,
video that
bro,
you
with them
just
big
I think
ass
that was
titties.
earwax or like dung. That video with the piece that was it was like
You
I
know
don't
what this
know.
game reminded me of? It was Tank and the Power of Juju.
That was a good
I
shit
don't
too.
know.
I fucked
I
with
don't
that.
know if
Yeah,
y'all
hell yeah.
played that.
Yeah, I
Fuck
played.
that.
That was
You just brought it back. What was that shit with the boomerang?
the boomerang.
The
Oh,
Boomerang.
I gotta find it. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. It was on PlayStation. PlayStation 2, I want to say. Look, Boomerang Gang. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Y'all
I
didn't
gotta see
play
the
Ty the
I gotta see the
Tasmanian
cover.
Tiger? That was an old one. Old one.
You said what's his name?
2002. I was like 97. I was 5, probably. 5 or probably 7. I give 7. 7, maybe. I used to kill this.
But nah, there's some. I'm like, you come across these games, man. There's so many fucking ill games. Like what was another one that I played, bro? What was that fucking like Hugh Hefner game, bro? That little freaky ass game. It
You
was
have see you gonna
Baywatch?
nah, it was like it was like something cameraman or some shit. I'm about to find it on my phone. I don't want to take that shit and get it.
I'm trying, man. Hey, Fifth.
yeah.
How do you feel about one of them old school PlayStation exclusives to come back? Ratchet and Clank or what was the other fire one during that era? Jack?
Jack
Is
was a
that
good one. Yeah. Was that exclusive? Yeah, that was an exclusive.
that was exclusive of y'all?
hmm
'Cause
I'll say
Jack,
Ratchet
I
and
used to
Clank.
love Jack
Ratchet
and
and Clank.
Daxter. Ratchet and
Ratchet and
Clank
Clank
over
was
Jack and Daxter?
yeah.
For real?
hmm
It's probably because I was killing Jackson Daxter. Like this is all I had when I was at my grandmother's, so I would kill this. I didn't get Ratchet and Clank till like I was. I don't think I ever got it. I played it at my homie's crib. That was my homie lived above me at my old crib I
That
used
shit
to
for
live at.
PSP and console. So and they had a
Damn, I don't
longer
know what the
run.
fuck that game was, bro.
Oh, what was it?
Ooh,
Just one game, Ratchet and Clank.
they had a couple. They had a couple.
Yeah, I know I wasn't tweaking.
If I'm right, they definitely had a couple.
It was like a Playboy video game, bro. I forget what it is.
Yeah, they had a few.
You said a
Yeah,
Playboy video game.
they dead ass. Yeah, bro. That's why I said it was like a porno game, bro. Like you was like, yeah, it's like a porno game, bro. Shit was mad freaky, bro.
The most recent one they dropped was for PS5.
There was one
Ratchet
where
and
you was
Clank
like, Ratchet and Clank was
Yeah,
fire.
went all
Ratchet
the
and
way
Clank
on to like
Rift,
2020. What the fuck?
Rift Apart. That's
Yep,
the
that
latest
boy
one.
Oh,
got
Leisure
that
Suit
boy got
Larry,
it on
bro.
point.
This shit right here. You never played that shit?
Leisure Suit Larry. Leisure Suit Larry. That's a damn tongue twister. What
This shit
the
right
fuck?
here, man. Leisure Suit Larry, bro. It was like he was like a perv. Wet dreams die twice. Yeah, this shit.
Wet Dreams Died Twice is crazy.
It was like a game taught you how to flirt with women and shit. My cousin had this shit. He was sick, bro.
What GameStop did you find that motherfucker in?
It was at GameStop Prudential.
That's probably why.
I didn't own that shit, gang. I didn't own it. My cousin did.
Yeah, all right, you lying.
He definitely owned that.
I
That
did,
was like
bro.
one of them.
If I
That
couldn't
was like a
even,
game,
bro, y'all be
bro. I'm not
glazing.
gonna
Y'all
lie
be
to you.
glazing. Y'all be
Looking at this
glazing, bro. Y'all
game,
be glazing, bro. Y'all be glazing.
no. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. That looks like a Y8 game.
Nah, no funny shit though.
That shit looks like a Y8 game to the max. And I used to kill Y8 when I used to be tired of my consoles. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Y'all wildin', bro.
But you know,
Y8 mini
I
clips,
just
all that.
found out they took away the Cartoon Network gaming website, bro. I'm heartbroken.
Cartoon Network shut down completely.
You see that rock that you be hanging under? Get from under it.
Bro, my
Get from
fault. I
under
don't
it.
pay attention to that shit.
There was people around you that I guarantee was upset and told you, cut it out.
Probably
Cut it
just
out.
didn't pay attention.
Man. Yeah, I think they've been done for like 2, 3 years? 4 years, maybe?
Man,
I think.
I had some good runs on there.
Mm.
What you getting, food or something, bro? Why you keep cut that out, bro.
I'm thinking of some shit.
Alright, my fault. That boy had his thinking cap on. Shit. Man.
That light bulb was dull as shit though.
I tried to tell him to change the fuse.
Oh
But
shit.
nah, there was definitely some gems. I'm not gonna lie. It's
I
too
know
many.
y'all ain't talking about.
What do you mean?
Hey, man,
Oh God.
Bro, you're an
I
idiot.
forgot what I was about to say.
You're
There
an
was a
idiot.
game. There was another game. That was a creeper. They used to kill. And I can't remember it.
I used to play Spyro a lot, man. Spyro was a big game for me.
Star Wars is definitely there. It was there, but yes, Game Boy, P2, GameCube. Nigga, I had that
I had
shit.
it.
Man.
I had it.
Don't, nigga.
I had it.
That was a classic.
I'd rather play Yu-Gi-Oh.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think I played any Yu-Gi-Oh games.
I played the
Most of
one off the Game Boy that did the first whole like 8, 10 episodes of the hell. I don't know.
the most I got to was Pokemon.
Pokemon Fire. That's a great
Like my
series.
first Pokemon was like Pokemon Arena for Nintendo 64.
Yeah, those old
That was
shits, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
I was like,
really had to go to other people's cribs for that.
I didn't own that shit, but that was the first one I played. Then
yeah,
I had the ones that was on like the Game Boy and shit.
that was a hand-me-down gift to me for me.
I had all them bitches on the Game Boy. I ain't gonna lie. Sapphire, fucking Emerald, fucking all that shit. And then Ruby,
Mhm.
gold version, silver. Shits was fire with the fat cartridges. Them bitches was square as hell. Big ass
Yeah,
carts.
I think I had mines with the Nano. I had the
Mm,
Game Boy Nano.
I never even
That shit
fucking
was.
heard of that. A Game Boy Nano sounds crazy.
Let me look it up. I believe that's what it was called.
Sounds like it literally came from fucking. I had a Game Boy
Nah,
Color, bro.
nah, this isn't. This
Yeah,
isn't the shit.
he's using this little ass handheld shit. This shit
It was
size.
like it wasn't like this. It was like left to right. Like it was almost like and with my phone. Like how I got my phone. It was like side by side. It wasn't like how that is in the picture. How it's upright
You had
vertically. It was
you had
more horizontal. You get me?
What
And
is
it
that?
had
The
like
advance?
I'm about to I'm about to look at them. I gotta see cause images, bro. All the Game Boys, cause this is I was in advance. You had an advance.
I had an advance.
Yeah, that was cause it started off obviously the Game Boy, then Game Boy Color. They had the two versions of the Game Boy Color, and the game with the Game Boy Color SP, the one that you could flip up, and then the Game Boy Advance was the side one. I ain't gonna lie, I had all that shit. The only thing I didn't get, like I had the first generation DS and then I stopped getting them bitches. But them shits was
No,
fire
the
too
shit I
though.
got. Should I don't see the one that's up there.
Go on stream right now. You don't see this one?
I'm seeing it. You talking about that gray one?
Yeah, you didn't have that? That's it.
Nah, nah, it wasn't that.
Nah, then you was rocking some fake shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I might have been rocking some fake shit.
Oh, you,
Well, I'm just confused there with some other shit. I ain't gonna lie.
bro had one of these right here. This gold one.
Well, what other handhelds was
I don't know, bro. What the fuck?
I don't think there was until PSP.
Yeah, I don't know what you had, E, but that I ain't gonna lie. Nah, there was no
I'm
other
gonna figure it
handhelds,
out.
bro. Nah, you had a boot, bro. You had,
Game Boy Micro.
bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What the fuck? That shit ain't even a real Game Boy, bro. Got that shit out of a fuck.
Cereal box.
Yeah, what the?
Game Boy Micro.
But get the fuck on, bro. You got this shit out of a McDonald's care package, boy. This
I ain't
shit
gonna
weak as
lie.
hell, bro. I ain't never seen this shit in my life. I ain't never seen this shit in
I
my.
ain't counting that one.
Yo, Fifth.
I had this one on
Fifth.
Dogs. I had that
Fifth.
one.
I ain't
Fifth,
gonna
he was
count that
down
one.
Because it
bad.
was
He
fire.
was down bad.
It was fire. For the
I ain't
fact
gonna-
of bro, you could change the faceplate. So nigga, I ain't had to have a silver. I can have a green face. What? I ain't
Bro,
feeling the green face? Give me a blue face.
bro, you
Like,
had, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That childhood photo I seen you with Q in it. Your hands was the size of an AVP's hand, gang, at the age of like 6. What the? You ain't holding that shit, bro. You're not even holding that correctly, gang. You playing that
I'm
shit
over
like
it,
a,
bro.
bro. You know
Hey,
how motherfuckers play a flute, Fifth? Like that, he was playing that shit like a flute with one hand, gang. I mean, not a harmonica, not a flute, a harmonica, boy.
hey, come on now.
That shit,
E. We
They
ain't
want
down.
300 for this right now.
They ain't allowed in the hood.
bro. That shit was little as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. What was you playing on that shit, bro?
The shit I was telling you, bro.
Bro, as a
The
white kid,
Yu-Gi-Oh,
bro, as a
the
white kid,
Pokemon.
that wasn't that privileged, I'd have got mad at my mom for her bringing that home to me. Swear to God.
How much is this retail?
I don't.
When it first ever dropped, how much was it?
Let's see. Shit was like $50.
You feel me? Like,
Oh no, hold
peace.
on. I'm still trying to see, bro. I see it like being 360. This shit couldn't have been 360, gang.
Nah, I said now.
That shit was $150.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it showing? No, this is 2025. Bitch, I want the actual price. Nah, right here. So when it came, this was like
$100.
yeah, I see one right here. Yeah, it's 2006. This shit says $52, $60.
I had the silver one.
Bro.
I did. I had that.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad you don't have that no more, bro.
If I still had that shit right now, bro, on mamas, I'll pull that shit out and start playing some Pokemon.
Oh man,
What?
nah, that's wild, bro.
I had this, and my sister had the 3DS. And
You
the
know what I
DS.
fucked with heavy was
My sister had the
Metroid too.
DS.
Metroid was gas, man. Metroid was.
That was my shit when it came to Nintendo. Nintendo, I only come to Nintendo for Super Smash Bros, Mario, and Metroid. Those are the only couple. You feel me? Everything else, maybe the Sonic. I think Sonic was on there. Was Sonic on there?
Maybe, but I played a lot of Kirby, Zelda.
I remember when they had the
Metroid.
Sonic Riders. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
I was playing that shit at my people's.
With the hoverboards. Yep.
I was playing that shit at my people's.
Hold on.
He said, "Oh my god." He said, "Oh my god."
Sonic Riders was tough.
Hold on, man. Gens to chat. You feel me? I got Sonic Heroes. You see? Hold on, chat.
I used to
You
kill
see?
Sonic Heroes.
Okay, Sonic Heroes was
Sonic-
I
gas.
used to kill Sonic Heroes.
Oh, you got the P2 at the crib right now?
Yes, I got Blitz.
Blitz was fire. Bro, you
Stop
about to
punk.
make me really buy a PS, a PlayStation 2, dog. I gotta do this emulator shit, bro. I've been bullshitting.
There you go, right there.
Tough.
I didn't own it.
There you go, right there.
Yeah, I own that one. I own 1 and 2.
There you go, right there.
Yeah,
He didn't know about the Web of Shadows.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. Fifth showing off right now, y'all.
There you go, right there.
Fifth showing off right now.
There it go right there.
God damn it. I'll do it again.
I ain't done. I ain't
All I
done.
got is these old
There it go right there. Burnout 3.
Burnout was a good ass game too.
Fight Night Round 2.
Tough.
Well, Crash Bandicoot. Y'all did. I got this for P4,
Probably
but this
one
is
of the
Crash,
on
Crash was
worst.
GameCube.
fire. Hell yeah, Crash. What
The
the
Nitro
fuck?
though. This was like Mario Kart.
What was that? That's AW?
The
Well,
most worst Call of Duty.
Nah,
nigga.
you said that's the worst?
One of the worst. I'll put
Advanced,
it
No,
up
no, no, no,
Advanced
no, no,
there.
no, no,
Warfare.
no, 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 no,
Advanced
no.
Warfare was
I'm not
ass.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna nah, bro. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do that in the next segment though. We are running out of time soon, but
Hey, you see that right there, chat.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
Appreciate
gonna
it.
lie.
Come on.
AW wasn't bad, bro. IW was. Infinite Warfare was trash. Worst Call of Duty to ever come out in history.
Infinite Warfare was bad too.
No,
I
that was
can't
the
lie.
worst one. AW, I'm not gonna lie, AW was tough. Black Ops 3 and AW were like
Oh yeah, my
fire Call of
fault.
Duties, bro.
Tony
Advanced Warfare.
Hawk project. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with me. I got
So y'all,
gems, chat. I got gems.
y'all niggas y'all just gonna piss me off. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gonna make me mad.
I got gems,
Y'all gonna
chat.
make me mad.
Oh,
Man, bro. I wish I still had, bro. I wish I had the most, bro. I ain't gonna lie. What does a Scarface go for right now? I wish I still had my Scarface,
come
bro.
on. You know it's real. I got the Ultimate Alliance 3. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
my Scarface had no scratches on it. My shit was like, I'm like,
I got
damn.
gems.
But I'm like, nah, man. I think another good episode, man. Please like and subscribe. You
Get
know,
us to 500, chat. Get us
share,
to 500.
share the stream, bro. We're gonna throw some clips in there. We had some funny moments in here, so I'm gonna say this video and chop it down and make some shorts and shit. So hopefully get some attraction. But I appreciate everybody, bopping out. I appreciate everybody watching and stuff that when we upload it, it's very important. I'm just we blessed, man. This is fire. We having fun with this shit, man. So please like and subscribe.
Hey, don't piss. Hey, you can bring that over. You can play
Damn,
right
okay,
next time you come over,
okay.
nigga.
Nah, they
I swear to
showing
God,
gems out here tonight, chat. They
you can
showing
bring that
gems.
over.
They showing gems, chat.
You
This
can
is
bring that over. It's
But
guys.
this shit still work.
shit,
Might be that toothpaste
shit, shit,
medicine.
man. For
Hey,
sure.
child, let us know what y'all favorite game is.
Yeah, man. In the comments, leave comments, man. Like that shit. Talk y'all shit, do whatever. Like the post that we do. Just it don't hurt, man, to show love and show,
What man is
engagement.
that? Oh, 8? Oh, no, that's 4.
4 with Michael
That's
Vick.
Oh,
4.
Mike,
Yeah,
that's the.
Vic.
I ain't gonna lie, that's the. I hated that Madden. I punched my man's in the face over that shit, bro.
Michael Vick was the
Man, yo,
OP,
bro,
bro.
I
He was
punched, bro,
OP.
because he wouldn't play with nobody else but Vic. And I'm like, all right, cool, I'll play. You feel me? I used to really love the Raiders back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But like, I used to play with the Raiders. I used to play with obviously the Patriots because that's home team. But like, I really like the Raiders, and I used to like the Chargers too. But bro, it's bullshit to play with Vic, and he was the most unstoppable player. But again, chat, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for bopping out, and just like, comment, and subscribe, share it, man. Just give us your feedback. Shit y'all want us to talk about. Hopefully sooner or later, after like probably like a week, maybe actually like 2 weeks, probably we'll look to throw a guest on and shit like that, and add another voice to the chat and ask them some questions in their opinion, man. So we appreciate all our support, man, and we just try and get to 500 and keep building what we dreamed of, man. This is something that we've all looked forward to. So keep fucking with us. Keep tapping in. Instagram, I'm gonna be working on that, so we'll have an Instagram up. We'll end up making a TikTok too. But we're gonna get right, man. Slow and steady win the race, y'all. Hope everybody have a good night.